What if I told you that Jesus and his existence isn't a matter of faith, but of history? So today I'm not going to give you the theology class, but we're going to start with history. Not priests, not pastors, not early church fathers, not even the Bible. But throughout the week, we're going to be examining non-biased, non-Christian historical sources written by people who had no desire, no reason, not even incentive to support Christianity and what it claims. Because if Jesus is real historic, then Christianity isn't just a myth or something that was invented later, but something that's actually built on real historical events. The way that ancient history works: 1. Multiple independent sources, early dating, and hostile testimony. And Jesus actually meets all three. In fact, by historical standards, even the historical consensus of Jesus Christ is that he is legit and that he is a real historical figure. In fact, Jesus of Nazareth is one of the most well-attested figures in the ancient world. So before anyone asks who was Jesus, we need to ask an easier question, a more simple question, and that's, did he actually exist? So to start the series off, we're going to be looking at Flavius Josephus, Jewish historian, a Pharisee, not even a Christian. What makes his account so significant is the fact that the account that we're going to be looking at is within living memory of Jesus Christ. And Josephus' writing, The Antiquities of the Jews, was written in 93 AD. What makes Josephus' account even more better is the fact that he didn't preach, he didn't defend Christianity. He simply just records history, and in doing so, confirms the core facts of the gospel. And in Antiquities of the Jews, written by Josephus, see that Josephus confirms a lot of the things that we believe in the Gospels. 1, that Jesus actually existed. 2, that he performed deeds that were considered extraordinary. 3, I don't know if I can count, Christianity continued after his death. 4, that he was a teacher and that he had followers. But as well as that he was crucified under the order of Pontius Pilate, which we can see in the Nicene Creed. But as well as that, we can see that throughout the Gospel as well. But a key detail that a lot of people miss is how casually he mentions Jesus, as he mentions James, brother of Jesus, who was called Christ. The key detail here is how casually he mentions Jesus Christ. You see, there was no explanation, no introduction for Jesus Christ, because Jesus was already well known. That single line right there destroys the argument, or even the claim that Jesus is merely a legend or a myth, that he was some idea that was invented later, as myths don't get mentioned casually within living memory. So we can confidently say that Jesus isn't just some legend or a myth or some idea that was invented later, but that he is history. Thank you very much. God bless.